Welcome back, Yeshua lovers. In last week's Torah portion of Vayikra, there are two instances where we have an Alef Tav, which represents Yeshua, as all the blood once, and the first time it says all blood. Second time it says all the blood. But I want to preface this video with Yeshua in John 6:55, and he says, "For my flesh is food indeed, and my blood is drink indeed." Verse 56, "He who eats my flesh and drinks my blood abides in me, and I in him." So Yeshua is saying that his flesh is food and his blood is drink. So let's go to last week's Torah portion. Okay, and I'm in Leviticus chapter 4, and in verse number 7, we see our standalone or unhyphenated Alef Tav right here, and it's next to Kol Dam, which is all blood. So Yeshua, the Alef Tav, is all blood. We also have down in verse 18, that says Ve'et, which was like the other one, Kol, all, Hadam, the blood. So Yeshua as all the blood. And in this Leviticus chapter 4, it's talking about the sin offering. And in the sin offering, I show in video number 37 that the sin offering and all the entrails, the fat, and the two kidneys, the Alef Tav represented there as Yeshua. But that is actually food. See how it says food in verse 11 of chapter 3 to Yahovah. Well, the blood is actually to Yahovah as well. And the blood is poured out next to the altar, or it says in a holy place. And that's exactly where the drink offerings were poured on the drink offerings were actually poured on the altar, I believe, but the blood was poured out next to the altar. But that's making me think that the blood was also like a drink offering to Yahovah. But our verse, and we're going to read the chapter 4, verse 8, verse in English, which says, "He shall take from it all the fat of the bull as a sin offering, the fat that covers the entrails, and the Alef Tav fat which is on the entrails." Verse 9 says, "Ve'et, two kidneys, and the fat that is on them by the flanks, and the fatty lobe attached to the liver above the kidneys he shall remove, as it was taken from the bull of the sacrifice of the peace offering, and the priest shall burn them on the altar of the burnt offering." And he referenced the peace offering here, which was food to Yahovah, like we just mentioned. And then down in verse 18, our verse reads, "And he shall put some of the blood on the horns of the altar." This is the bronze altar. No, this is the golden altar, which is before Yahovah, which is in the tabernacle of meeting. "And he shall pour," remaining is not in the Hebrew, but it says he shall pour Ve'et, blood, Ve'et, the blood, at the base of the altar of burnt offering. And remember, burnt offering in Hebrew is olah, which is the offering that ascends. So you're pouring out the blood as you poured out the blood for the burnt offering, which is at the door of the tabernacle of meeting. And so would the blood be kind of like an olah type of deal, but as food? I don't know. I'm just trying to connect the dots here. But there was a video of Ron Wyatt who found the Ark of the Covenant underneath where Yeshua was sacrificed, and there was blood on the mercy seat, and he had it tested and all, and it came back as living. 2,000 years after Yeshua was raised from the dead, his blood is still alive. But I'll link that video in the description if you want to check it out. He's got some interesting other videos about finding the Ark of the Covenant and some other articles from the temple, if you're interested. But I had never understood how Yeshua's blood could be drank, and now I have some idea. But maybe when Yeshua comes back, he can explain things to us a little better. But thanks for listening. If you have any ideas, please share them.